Hi, old beaver! Away!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the second of the GGtoor Cups. We're going to be catching ourselves some hot TF2 action for the whole of the weekend. So, get yourself strapped in, comfortable. I do believe we have a couple things we can look at quickly in terms of how the open groups are going to work. I believe it is going to be a Swiss old system. Congratulations, Barnless Worms, already getting a couple points because they got a bye because there's an odd amount of teams. I like the game. Right, okay, we're going to go into our first matchup today, which is going to be, as you can see on your screen with your eyeballs, Mr. McVitties, Grandstanding, HobNobs versus UB. Okay, this is our very, very first game of our locked and loaded GGtoor Cup number 2. This is going to be UB versus McVitties, Grandstanding, HobNobs, the Biscuit Boys. Going to be starting here on the old process. F7 as well, watching Whip roll out nice and speedy. Good little F-Ogre as well. Good stuff. No demo to meet him just yet, though. No early damage. Both teams just taking a second, taking a breather before getting in onto this mid-fight. You see the big initiation, all important. We do see UB try and jump in. Hunters gets nuked down. Easy. KCI getting picked up as well. This is not looking good at all. Deep bomb from Storm picks up one, combining with Luxon picks up another one, but this is not looking too good now at all for UB. We have 8 players. Frenchie just going all the way in, somehow even managing to live here. Ooh, that's cheeky.
Okay, I'm already a little bit disappointed. Bloodtrap was on the Liberty launcher at the pre-game here. Did switch to a regular rocket launcher later on, which probably for the best, but let's see how it goes from here. For the moment being, maybe BK should have stayed on the server because the first minute actually, in fact, not looking too great. However, it's not going to be a complete disaster. UB still standing strong on second, will not give up any space here. The scouts are on the medic, are just too much to push through easily. So second point staying in control. This will have to go through a little bit of a stalemate. Let's see which plans they have for this. Traditionally, you see a lot of various amounts of soldier sack, single sack, double sack. You have some options here, but maybe they even try something more brave than that. To just find an opportunity to push someone. And as long as the DuMmTm is this aggressive as they are right now, Akura in choke here for UB, that is actually just a viable pick to go for.
It is true. It is true. Sometimes you can stick up the stickies, but it's going to be Lux going straight on deep. One easy rocket, and oh my god, that was probably the easiest force I've seen. And even managing to bait some of these scouts back as well. And with Whip picking up a pipe frag towards Mimo, this is absolute disaster. At least they do manage to get this Uber out of Panda, so it's not like, I don't know, this is turning really, really messy. They've not even managed to get in deeply. We have scouts focusing all the way towards the medic. Okay, deep bombs coming in. Blocktrap going to be picking up one. Storm managing to counter just a little bit, but this is not UB's game. This is just working out just about in the end here. Okay, this is scrappy, but going to be pretty solid here for the Biscuit Boys in the end.
Yeah, they just overstayed their welcome then a little bit. The moment it was the Storm and the medic left, they just left way too late, and you can just realize the Mets has nowhere out. Storm had to just make a choice protecting the medic or trying to equalize here in some capacity, and with that not working, they're now stuck in a rather bad position, 50% Uber advantage on the side of MCD. They're going to be just waiting a short moment before the Uber's ready to go, and then it's going to just go straight into last of invincibility. So this hold has some work left to do to try to salvage this round and not go down 1-0 already. Mimo on the gun, trying to save what's worth saving here with this.
Yeah, not going to have much time to build up past the level 2 though, because Uber's about to be up. Should imagine we'll see a classic little 3 demo jump, everyone just takes position, that kind of situation. Nothing too crazy goes on. Whip is eager to go. He's like, right, come on boys, we really want to go. We are kind of throwing away a little bit of the super advantage. We do have, the medic on UB already having 85%, and the jump from Whip is beef as well. This is going to be really, really dodgy. They're so close to getting their own Uber now. 97%. We do see Mimo getting taken down. Good! Huge damage from Whip, but the Uber comes out. And this is going to be Panda getting cleaned up super easily here, so this is once again turned over Scrappy. Blocktrap, that's an all-important frag, distracting attention as well. So he's just going to try and walk all the way forward. Crispy little directs, and it's not going to be enough for Cameron here. This is going to be first round going MCV's way.
That was like everything just happened to go right for Whip there. His sticky was struggled away from him. He still just about gets far enough in to do some damage, get people forced back, somehow get NG and gun with the same pipe, and then someone jumps into his next pipe on the high ground. For to just have all the kills left to go around, for the soldiers to take high ground in the back and make the repush so much easier for them. So everything just about falling into place here. Let's see how midfight will turn out for them now on the second try round.
Yeah, we're going to hope to see a little bit more from UB this time. Nice rocket from Kiwi again, going super weak though. Can't really go for that full commit. KCI taking fantastic position towards point. Look at these pipes. absolute feasting, having a way higher impact mid. And with Storm as well, cleaning up that overly aggressive scout. This is such a good mid right now. We do see just everyone getting cleaned up. Only Blobtrap, and he's all the way behind. What a bait mid from him. He does try and get in. Not enough, though. Easy peasy. 6 frags for 0 there. This is looking good.
All right, well, it looks like the tilt of PC breaking for the Demoman here is shaken off, and they're just ready to play now. And this is a huge turnaround. This is going to just get him straight into last, basically with advantage as well on Tamrain here. So no time wasted at all, just getting straight in here, I would imagine. However, still just enough time to put up some of a defense here. Shadoo and Frenchie on the off class is trying to hold up this push as much as they can, but it's going to be a difficult one if they just get anywhere close to as good an Uber overall as opponents did just now. As the push comes through already, trying to take the position behind them and up top as much as possible, and already all over the medic there. Everyone's forced back into spawn. It's just a gun in the back now.
Yeah, that's really questionable there by MCV. Okay, nice couple of pipes from mid, but they did lose their heals. Like, we can see really slow play from UB, but actually somehow they've all managed just to leave their medic as well. This is just cleanup crew right now. That is such a thrown opportunity. Shadoo going to be picking up his 3rd frag here already, and they've just torn them all to pieces. I thought that was looking so good. Like, when you pick up a medic overextended in that weird little spot on the left-hand side of last, like in the very beginning of your Uber, like that's such a great position, and then they just kind of throw it all away.
Yeah, it's like the focus fire just stopped being there at all the moment the Uber faded, and then it just all fell apart, and it's going to give some good chances. Tamrain somehow with all this far forward alone. Very questionable things here coming out of UB, and they're gonna pay a steep price for it because everyone is just going deep, getting kills. However, there does include Panda here. Someone hiding will just about sneak through Kiwi, the only survivor of this mid fight. Not really much enough to hold on the second point, but without the medic here on either side, at least it's not gonna go that drastically fast into last like it would have otherwise.
Yeah, that could have been just absolute, just like sheer disaster. We do see Kiwi trying to make the most out of this situation, try and delay this cap on second just a little bit, but easily fragged there. And now his team, they have no choice but to just basically sit on last. They need to make sure they're building as well. There was like a 1 second difference in medic scores or something like ridiculous like that, but importantly, it comes down to building. Sometimes you can build and just get yourself that little bit of advantage. And we're seeing exactly that. Almost 30% advantage has been built by Panda, literally just by healing properly.
Yeah, sometimes it just makes that much of a difference to just heal a little bit better. Crit Squeak builds faster, but you still have to build at the end of the day. And so far, the gap is closing. They're not finding the entry just yet that they want. Whip's trying to peek deep. There's a gun in the way of it as well, and they want to get rid of that first, but they're just going to get Tamrain closer and closer. And if you can just dodge any of this, they're sitting fine. Whip's trying to line up a shot. It's not even going to kill the Devilman. Maybe the heavy is a decent start at least. It's going to get some more than this as they're trying to play point with this now.
Yeah, Uber's going to be coming out now, going to be looking pretty good. A lot of cap time actually came in before that, but this should be a crunchy Uber, picking up pretty much everyone at this point. We do see Whip, jumps around, tries to dance a little bit to get towards point, but Frenchie's sole survivor, and in a hiding position as well. Oh, he goes just a little bit too early, tries to go towards point. 9 damage is not what he was looking for.
That's a mean shot in my heart. And that's all that matters. But yeah, that was just like such a huge missed opportunity with the curse, right? Like, it makes sense that you want to get the gun out of the way first, but it just took way too long. All things considered, sniper and forward want to do peeking through once. The medic will get the medic as well. Sticky just a second too late, and they don't even consider to have the medic not peek that sideline there, so they're gonna get punished for very quickly. And there you go. Suddenly this is looking a lot better for the blue side here once again if they can just keep themselves alive. That, however, not happening. Storm just all the way in there. We saw. We had a discussion about him maybe being a scout main, but that doesn't mean if you play one class more than the other. So you're bad on any other ones, that certainly will do just now.
Big frags. Big scrappy fight. Seems to be the theme of the game, you know? One medical die and then the remaining 11 players in the game are just like, you know what, let's just all run each other. Let's just jump around, dance, do whatever. Right. So after all that, we do still find ourselves in a situation where a little bit of advantage.
Sorry for the interruption, but that looked like they were about to push into a sticky trap like Freeman, Ford, all at once. They're still walking into a lot of pipes by Whip, but Whip's needing them back up desperately. And that backup's unfortunately already down. Blobtrap going too deep for his own liking here. Rest of the team will see themselves out as much as they can. Luxon gets stuck, however, on choke. That rocket will hit. There you go. All the MG practice for Storm finally paying off here.
Mate. Okay, so he had the chance to go for the air shot. Instead, he just, put the rocket on the floor. And sometimes that counts, Tyrone rockets, back in the day, 7 years ago. Shout out. Shout out to Tyrone rockets. Right, Uber's effectively equal Panda just about. going to be getting their own now, so looking pretty decent. UB looked like they wanted to keep moving forward, though. Might possibly be a little trade situation. Yep, going to be seeing exactly that. Uber's about as equal as possible. Everyone's in this Uber. This is a 14-man Uber at this point. Okay, brilliant. And yeah, it's just going so well for MCV. But tries to go in, hitting some nice damage. Cleanup crew. Shadow once again going to be taking down KCR. And the rest of these players, yep, just getting torn apart once again by the mighty power of Biscuits.
Yeah, really nice jump there between both the soldiers and the one cleaning up. Really good job. Storm's trying to get him, try to hide there, I think, but just much too late. People already threw choke. No reason for them to wait at all on blue. They don't need to stack the big point here if they don't want to worry about the spawns. They can just be in front of the spawn door and not let anyone out if they were to come in at all. Certainly no one will get that chance anyway. Cap's fast enough for that, regardless here on mid and on second, to maybe just make this a quick chance into last. Uber is certainly an advantage for that already. Once again, a gun up on Resident NG main Mimo here, trying to defend this as much as they can. They've been successful with this once just about, and this time around they have a good advantage to make this happen once again. The moment the bombs are a little bit better here for Whip, maybe that's just going to be a quick end to the last push.
Alright, here we go. 3 is our position again. Uber comes in, gets some decent damage towards his heavy, kind of gets just thrown around a little bit. Oh my god, Brave Boys Whip. Going all the way towards this right side as well. Going to be running out of ammo though. It doesn't actually take down this gun just yet, and yet they're getting so much cap time. The rest of these players, yep, that's just a crushing repush right now. Soldier does go deep to try and get towards this medic, but cleaned up by Mimo. Nice patience with his aim just then. Didn't panic, took the shot, made it work. It is going to be Panda as a sole survivor now, so little bit of a rushed last push right there. Kind of seemed like Whip wanted to do everything at once, and it just kind of didn't work out.
Yeah, that's just unfortunately the end of it for them here. Certainly not the end of the game just yet at all. 20 minutes left to go on this map here. However, it's UB in the driver's seat right now. There's still a forward spawn sniper, but for the most part, they're just trying to get some bombs in deep. First of all, will end up using though, regardless. People take damage. The sniper has been shown his face as well. Frenchie will spawn back now with this Uber coming out. So for the most part, MCV got what they wanted, right? Sure, they won't keep this point here, but in the exchange for a Uber advantage now, you can be very happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, losing 0 players, getting that Uber out, like, just through sheer force of spam and just kind of fear. Very solid. The advantage for MCV is not going to be much, around about 30%. They're actually just trying to go and try. Soldier goes in super deep, gets cleaned up very easily, but the damage again is looking pretty decent. It's all about getting through this important choke point. Frenchie, great little play there through PC, going to be cleaning up that close soldier, so now position can get taken. If they can retake mid for free and then possibly push forward without Uber, that's going to be absolutely fantastic for them.
Yeah, the initial bomb, I think that was Lux just going in there. Didn't look like much, but it did enough damage for someone else to get cleaned up, as well as getting them a lot of space. Everyone was forced so far back by that bomb, even if they kind of just went in to die. And they worked up that brilliantly with the flank of Frenchie now all the way in here. Flank.
It's so close! It's 98%, 99% on time! Oh my god, you literally could not have timed that better. That is actually ridiculous. And now they're basically cleaning up everyone, because UB were just completely not aware of like anything at that point. I don't know whether they just didn't see flank, doesn't even matter. Kiwi getting cleaned up on the backlines. It is just exclusively Storm right now. He's on last. Could be trying to take down PopChap, but they're just dancing around. This is basically going to be impossible. KCR as the only spawning fragging class, and he doesn't even spawn the right side. This is just pure disaster. MCV getting themselves second round, and in such a clean fashion. That was beautiful.
Yeah, just a few good plays in a row, and there you go. No way for UV to recover from that this round alone. They have time to do it still. 2 rounds, 17 minutes, by no means an undoable task, but this has to go a little bit better than here. They had the shot at last before. They have to get there again quickly, and another mid fight like the last one is certainly going to get them their whip going really fast on a roller. Let's see if you can make anything happen from there, but it's awkward because you can just always get jumped by the soldiers fast. It's so tough to make the decision to just go any more aggressive from that moment there.
It is true. It does make a big difference getting there fast. We can be safe, but it's all about the follow-up, and PopChap again gets some nice good damage, gets in deep with Lux with a follow-up as well, so looking pretty solid. Once again, a position where it's 3v3, but the heals are on the side of MCV. They need to be playing nice and patient. They have actually got forced out. This beam is fully in the hands of Whip, and they're kind of just getting pulled apart towards this choke point. They're on each side, so they're going to keep on turning. Mimo hitting these shots, taking down Panda. It's all on a cheeky little 1v1 here. Scout versus Demo, we've seen how this should work, but he might not even go for it. Whip right now, look at this zero respect gamer right now. Look at this absolute zero respect.
It's the Whip I know, but unfortunately, eventually Scout class will do scout class things, even if it takes 2 of them in the end. It's better than nothing, I guess. It ends up trading out one onto Collian, so actually just good enough by itself. The spawns are just here a little bit sooner, and that makes all the difference in the world in the end. They're gonna take the point, even with Tammering having advantage. I don't even know if they're aware of that. The match died not too far apart from one another, so this might just all be a matter of building difference so far. Either way, though, they want to keep fighting, actually. No real opening here at all, but they're just in, and MCV will respect it.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they don't go for that repush with, like, the demo advantage, then I don't know what they're going for. Like, they played it slow, almost as if they weren't going to do it, but, you know, just about the timing works out. Now, combining on the flank to pick up Blobchap, actually, again, another little advantageous position. They have player advantage, they have that slight uber advantage, and it's going to be a deep, deep bomb. KCR's going all the way towards 1 already. This is all about Panda trying to keep himself alive. This is going to be, yep, oh, sick little bomb there from Kiwi. 2 huge, huge frags, and at this point, they could just kind of calm it down, play a little bit safe. This should be definitely the round they're looking for.
Yeah, that was... Demo gets in, distracts, everybody gets back out the other way as well, and they're not done cleaning up yet. However, the soldiers are here just spamming down the medic. Hammering goes down. The moment that happens, you're going kind of a little bit worried here. They just take the fight on last, take the chances on the eepily fight, and look at the dancing point. Everyone has to block the cap, and that's just very exploitable positioning for them to take advantage of. UB will get around on the board.
Very, very nice. You know, they're taking a while just to get themselves fully adjusted and fully woken up. You know, it is quite early for some of our friends here. You know, TF2 players, they're not always up at the crack of dawn. Usually about 3 or 4 p.m. something like that. But does look like UB has woken up a little bit. Definitely wanted to give us a good show. 14 minutes left on the clock. 2-1 for McVitties. So this is still very much a game on our hands. KCR all the way towards his right-hand side. Some reasonable early damage, but he's going to be going all the way forward. Nice 6 stickies towards Whip. Going to be cleaning up that frag all by himself. Doesn't even need the scout pass now. Positioning looking pretty good. They're forcing all these players out towards Choke as well. And with Lux, he does just about get onto KCR. This is turning into scout pass. What?
Well, sometimes you just don't need to shoot the other scout, you just shoot the other medic and then win the fight afterwards anyway. Storm also on the medic in the meantime gets that kill too, while Vivo just wins against the scout on B basically. And there you have it, that's just a very quick turnaround here. After a good start, they needed this cleanup desperately here to still bring this home, but certainly made it all work in the end, so they can be more than just slightly happy with this one, because it's gonna get them the mid-fight wrapped up here just now. Not with much more control of anything, given that both medics went down, but gonna stop the bleeding right now, and if you're 2-1 down, you're gonna take that.
Hot down. Okay, this is... Oh my... Okay, sorry, KCR's literally just trying to die right now. Okay, we've avoided the feed. This is, yeah, exactly as you said, we're gonna find ourselves pretty much equal at this point. We'll see opportunities for people to do some kinds of, shenanigans, any kind of weird plays, Maybe they've got something, something crazy in the old strat book, Sometimes, people say this isn't necessarily the highest level of TF2, but sometimes that means you can have weirder strats work out, I like weird.
Let's see if they do for now. It's still traditional lineups here at the moment. We've actually not seen much of any sniper other than the forward spawns on mid, which is very surprising. It's just not maybe the way these teams like to operate either way. The bombs come through. We talked about the one fake bomb, one real bomb trying to come through Kiwi with some good damage landing, but just not living long enough for much to come of it in the end, and Storm was just a distraction. He didn't double down on that. Not worth for them just yet, at least, to try to sack away 2 soldiers.
Yeah, we do see the counter bomb come in. Oh, we do see Cameron start into the air, but again, good damage. Not enough to force these medics. They don't fear that much, especially landing on the pack as well. So classic little send your soldier in, kind of bully them, ruin their KD a little bit, and then rinse, repeat. We don't see any shenanigans in terms of the off-classes as well. We do actually see Frenchie just walk all the way in. Just be like, stop, no, I don't care, you're not on the scout pass now, I'm just going to run in a straight line. Now this is another opportunity, one less bit of spam, and actually the scout's been knocked off the high ground as well. Whip doing great damage from KCR. If he can get cleaned up, this is going to be fantastic, and yeah, that's exactly what they need. Even losing the scout, this is really solid for them. There's so little spam on this choke point. They've literally just walked all the way through, and you can see right now, UB are fearing massively. Like, they need to either commit to this trade or just get out after a certain point, because otherwise this could just go to absolute nightmare territory.
They're not out just yet. They want to keep on fighting. From on the medic, that will be enough for Panda on very low HP, very justified to use like that, but everyone's so far back, they didn't really want to take this team fight, and now they have to pay the price because they're not close with Eber. They chase so late, and as Eber fades, the red team is just ready to push back with their own as well. Medic down immediately, Devilman landing right on the pipe, and the fight's not looking that good despite an insanely better Uber.
This is, yeah, it is just turning Scrappy. And, I mean, it does look like just a combination of the height and the heals is going to be making this a win for UB, but that was close. That was danger time just there. That was very, very spooky. Panda going to be spawning all by his lonesome, so actually it's going to be about another 35% advantage here for Tamarin, so not bad, not bad. Keep on building it, get themselves a last push opportunity, possibly looking to equalize things. 10 minutes left on the clock, still a lot of time to play with.
Yeah, certainly. You have the time to not even need to rush this necessarily. Obviously, you want to make this with the advantage as if you can, but if you somehow find a way to reset after a failed push, you're gonna do your darnest, I think, to take the opportunity here. If you have this much time still left to go, no reason to like do the riskiest push of all time, I want to say. However, you never know what these players plan necessarily here. For now, just a push all the way in to see this gun that has to go down heavy as well. It's basically all in there.
Look at this damage! What? He's actually just hard to. There is literally no way you can throw this. Both their soldiers going to do whatever they can. Guess what? It's nothing. That was stone cold. He actually literally just like strolled through 4, right? Not a care in the world, and then just like hit 6 stickies on everyone, and they all died. I don't understand.
Yeah, that was just really good. That wasn't even just a demo, man. The soldier bombs came through with that at the same time, and that's just good timing all around. Because you don't want to like do a little bit of damage and let them just walk back into spawn. They need to go down, or it's not worth it in the end. And those soldier bombs at the end of that just made it so much better of that. Anyway, back to the mid-fight here. Just under 10 minutes left. The bombs come through already. Mixed results. Demo 4 soldiers not too bad, and soldier on soldier act as well will make it so much better.
That was sick. If they don't win the mid-fight off that, I'm going to be furious. My neighbors
has positioning right now, so it's going to be tough for them to get in at all, and that's good news for MCV. The Sticky's trying to cut them off. Let's get the soldier weak in the skybox as well. Whip looks in the sky instead of on the floor.
Whip, you don't want the 100 quid?
On Storm, but will let the medic escape. Which is not that great, unfortunately, despite the nice shot being hit.
Oh, my days. Right, okay, so Uber in the hands of Panda now. They have the player advantage. They're looking pretty good, just capping off this mid-fight. And there's midpoint as well. Oh my god. Again, Whip just like zero fear for like anything. They do so much damage. Kato actually gets blasted away from his hill, so he doesn't even get used on. Temer's just going to get nuked. It's direct. This is just absolutely fantastic. UB's just, I don't know, just, yeah, pieces, mate.
Just a bit more cleanup left to do. No one's close to the medic though, so nothing should get to Panda at all. Mimo goes down last. The Storm escaping just about to meet up with the last few spawners. 4 life on last. Panda far away from having you, but they're already peeking. They have 2 picks. This is not undoable if you get some picks quickly here. The scout needs to go down in front of the medic. First of all, that's Cordian going down to Lax. That's going to open things up for them to go point, and people have to test this really quickly here, or else this round is over before it started. So they take the fight up as much as they can. With the heavier, however, coming from spawn as well, it's going to be tough to put back so much cap time. But that just doesn't quite live long enough. The rest of the team, probably wisely so, backs off. Needs to wait 10 seconds both for Uber and the players. In the meantime, maybe UB can make something happen. Looks like they just want to sit on last, however, probably the safer option right now than try a risky push out into a team about to get Uber. Yeah,
this is very, very spooky times, but there's that level of cap time, so they need to be going fast though. 85% on the side of UB, so I mean, yeah, they kind of got to get in right now.
Frenchie is on last. I didn't even know that. He's actually just playing spy.
Oh, hello. Okay, well, you know, good stuff there. Uber does come in. We're trying to do all the damages. Will takes down this heavy. Interesting that they were not looking to just use Uber on that heavy. This is actually really, really scary. They dropped 2 players and just let them cap the point before using. What?
I mean, in all fairness sake, the Uber wouldn't have saved that because they just didn't rock the point at all. Like, being invincible doesn't matter. They just went around in front of your eyes. And that's very much what happened here.
Right, okay, that's slightly disastrous, but we do see, okay, right, MCV in the driver's seat once again with a 1-round advantage. This is starting to get a little bit crunch time. We do see very, very aggressive soldier here. HobNobs basically just feeding, right? This mid is not a good look for him right now. Decent damage as well from KCR. They can clean up this scout. This would be really, really good terms of starting the fight. They do eventually manage it. Next scout as well going to be going down. So there is just absolutely no business MCV staying in. And you can see they are already all the way gone. Deep Soldier from Storm. He wants to go and he wants to commit. If they can pick up this medic, that'd be absolutely fantastic. KCR as well with the follow-up does get that all-important frag. This is all about keeping their own medic alive, playing this advantage. Fantastic little surfer. He's just going to get chased down. The dodge? No, but he just about takes that last rocket. And what was potentially such a good situation is now going to be like, it's good. Is it good enough, though? Oh, God, these directs. Oh, but what is this guy on? Is this Mike?
That's what jumping does to you, apparently. I mean, we've seen it with Captain, and we see it here as well as an example. Luxon, big jump enthusiast, I believe, and sometimes that translates to just being really good with rockets all around. In this case, it will certainly pay off greatly here. This was a lot sketchier fight than we'd probably like to see here on MTV, but they'll take it either way, and it's not even stopping just yet.
He doesn't miss! What is going on? Someone check Luxon's PC right now. This is actually just like broken.
Hello, anti-cheat, I would like to report something.
What? This is stupid. Right, okay. Well, the rest of that fight happens, you know. Whatever. So we do see Panda in the end going down. This is going to be an uber advantage for the side of UB. Time is still 5 minutes on the clock, so this is still very, very doable to get their forward spawns before this cap comes in, which is fantastic. They can go for that immediate repush based on some of the positioning of their heals. Again, if this is one of those situations where if they can retake mid for free, then push forward with an uber advantage, it will be absolutely fantastic. And basically everyone from McVitties is just like, all right, we'll give it to you. Fair enough, fair enough. This is potentially a fantastic opportunity here. We do see the Frenchie sniper. They will need to be aware of this when they do try and go through the choke point. Possibly just use deep, or at least just get someone onto this sniper. Kiwi doing exactly that, can be forcing out, yep, Frenchie all the way until last. Even picking up Blob Trap. This is potentially everything they need.
Blob just kind of overextending there, unfortunately. Will be a nice free pick to have here. So Eber does come into last already. They're looking to go deep. Soldier one side demo, the other getting the soldier between the two of them, but losing the demo as well. No one's actually on the beam at all after the initial jump, so Tamrain just sitting there with nothing left to do and getting pushed back by a scout. Scout's actually in both medics as well. Tamrain down. Eber trying to do the same, and while that's happening, Cordian just standing on point while nothing's getting stopped. Even the cap, not a push by the scout, is getting addressed at all there.
Like, that was such a scuffed push where your demo jumps in, just dies. No one's with your medic. We just see the medic just running around Uber like, well, guess I don't have any friends, unlucky. Right? And then they just doesn't even matter. Chaos play, cap the point, whatever. That's just absolutely bizarre. Whip is so fast. He's done a thing from Superman where he's gone so fast the Earth has gone back in time at this point. Somehow doesn't die instantly. Good stuff. Little bit spooky. The rest of mid-fight can happen, but you know, everyone's BPM is raised by about 13. Deep bomb. Kiwi going to be going very, very hard towards his medic, but he's actually getting cleaned up without even getting a single frag there, and the rest of the damage does come on in. This is still very much a 4 versus 4 situation. Height a little bit better. Oh, he missed.
He's human after all.
He is human. Thank God for that.
I guess UB is the ones being happy about this for the most part here. They're catching just enough of a break to maybe get Tamrain out, but mostly just barely so as well, because they have enough people down on the other side that it's tough to chase for them, but they're also stuck in the wrong area, so they don't feel like chasing at all here if they can just sit there and let them come their way. But the push will come in a little bit sooner than expected. And 90 will go down to Kiwi in the end. Storm doing the rest of the damage here to try to get people weak, but it's not looking that great. Lux on the combo just gets the 2-for-1 special, and there you go. They made the most of what they could with this on UB, and they knew they had to go in fast to catch him without Uber, but it's just not going to be enough in the end.
Absolute crushing rockets, and this is gonna be so bad for UB. They're getting every single one of their spawners in 1 second just about now. They need to get all the way towards point, but this is ×4 on last. That is absolutely perfect timing for MCV. This is, whew, it's very much a game. Still 2 minutes left on the clock though. Like, if UB just have one good mid where they kill the enemy medic and they protect their own, like, this absolutely could go to a, I think we do have draws. We don't have golden caps in groups, do we?
I don't think so. So it's just going to be ties here if it comes down to it. And we're close to that. Like you said, a minute 40 left is certainly making it possible for UB to still tie this up somehow, but they need to get a better mid fight than this right now. Kiwi just denied. Second bomb comes through as well. Past the scouts now. It's some damage. Not in a lot of position just yet, though. I suppose the soldiers end up trading there. 2 down each. Scout on the combo. Both scouts for that man actually just trying to get in, but they're just disappearing into PC. Letting them have the space, as long as it means they keep the lead alive here.
Yeah, this is basically kind of situation where it doesn't really benefit MTV to do anything super oh my god. How does Lux get away with this? Lux is actually such a monster.
See, this is why this is the mid division, right? Because you see these people do these things, and then you watch them on last, and they just don't talk the point.
That's mad. That's absolutely mad. Literally, like those rockets is just like that's it. That is game, set, and match. We do see Cordian try and go for a cheeky little 1v1. Just doesn't manage it at all. 45 seconds left on the clock. Big Uber advantage. One more round can definitely go on the board for MCV, but at this time, it's basically curtains. UB are just having a rough time. Luxon even gets an Uber, just like, yeah, go on. Trying to own some people. One clean little frag there. Even scattering the sticks, getting them dead as well, so little scout buddy can play there, but they're going to get cleaned up towards point. This is going to be everyone on the side of MCV just diving for it. Just going actively in. Shadow gets one, gets two on 5 HP. Oh my, he gets a third! Hey, I'm flying. Not the point, but you know, the frags were nice.
Isn't that what life is really about? Just the frags that we made along the way. Either way though, we already had post-game interview in the chat as well, which is Whip and Bob coming by to say Among Us, which I just say I wholeheartedly agree. Because the last polls were very sus, but at least the rest of this was really good and good enough to win this in the battle for the mid division. And who knows, maybe if this goes upwards from here, MCV can in fact make it to their second time, I think. Or the first time, I don't remember, but at least 2 mid players once again, finally, in ages, I guess.
That was just ungodly, dude. Absolutely ungodly. That was actually such a fantastic first game of the day as well. I was like, you know, I wasn't 100% certain exactly like how good that would be. It was close, it was big, everyone had their place. That was awesome. What we're going to be doing is obviously we'll have some more open games coming up shortly, and then we will be back in just a few short minutes.
Hi, old beaver! Away!